Welcome aboard the VTR1000. Why do I like it? Because it's a 1000cc V-twin. When we look at Harleys, Ducatis, the other V-twins, there's always something about the people who own and ride them, and they're very, very passionate. And I guess it's fair to say that a V-twin motor in a motorcycle offers some kind of visceral experience that just works. And the VTR is no exception. Absolutely lovely. This one I think has standard gearing, which feels quite tall. At 100 kilometers an hour, I'm just rolling along at roughly 3000 RPM. Very, very nice. As adverse to a 4-cylinder sports bike, this just rolls along. Easy, easy power. On paper, the VTR probably wouldn't pull the cock off a chocolate frog. Less than 100 horsepower, 215 kilograms wet. It really doesn't say performance, does it? But in spite of that, it's all about torque and roll-on power. Stops well too. It's comfortable enough at traffic speed. I'm 168 centimeters tall or 5'6". I find it not too much of a reach to the bars. It's a mildly sporty position. The thing I like most is the bum to feet distance. Unlike a sports bike, you're not riding it like a freaking jockey, and you don't get those cramps up in your hips and upper thighs. It's even at riding in traffic speed, this is quite nice. So I paid 3,000 Australian pesos for... No, I didn't. I paid 2,750 Australian pesos for this. 85 odd thousand kilometres. One owner apparently, no service history. But it's reasonably tidy. It's got a bit of wear and tear you'd expect from an old bike. But at that price I'm pretty happy with it. I have been told to replace the cam chain adjusters with manual cam chain adjusters, because apparently the spring-loaded ones fail, so I've ordered some of those, and I'll fit those as soon as they get here, just for a little bit of safety. These were a particularly good seller, both in Australia and elsewhere, which means that parts are like flies on shit. eBay is absolutely full of everything you could possibly want or need. Now, while this is a sporty bike, probably best described as a sports tourer, if you want to have a bit of a play, it will do it. Quite sure-footed handling despite some complaints about the front end, but it will do the job. No need to rev the ring out of it. Just short shift and use that torque. It will rev though. My one regret with this particular bike is that it still has factory exhaust on. While it's nice to have the original exhaust for an older bike, you do miss out on the sound a bit. I can hear the note of the exhaust behind me, but mostly what I hear is induction and mechanical noise. I might fix that. Although this is relatively heavy, the weight is down low, which makes it nicely flickable. Very nice. Changes the direction, no problem. There you go. If you're after a do-everything bike, fuss-free, doesn't do anything magnificently but does a lot of things well, you'd be wise to consider the VTR1000. I'm pretty happy with it. Very, very nice second bike, and if it was the only bike I owned, I'd still be very, very happy with it.